Did you feel tonight lived up to the hype just both ways as far as competitiveness, and then obviously with Steph and Kyrie kind of going at each other?
It's a great basketball game. Just felt like a playoff game. High level stuff, great defense. Both teams, playing incredibly hard and smart. Not a lot of turnovers and some tremendous individual performance. That guard play tonight was just amazing, back and forth.
A lot of high screen action, which you always do with Steph. But were you drawing up anything specific just to get him into motion because he was shooting the ball so well?
Yeah, I mean we did it more because he was going, and also because we were not getting a lot of clean looks out of some of our other offensive sets. So we can always turn to Steph on a high screen, and on a night like tonight when he's going, it's actually the best option. So he was tremendous, and we only had 19 assists. I think that's a season low. So it was much more of a an isolation style game than we like, but that's what they do. That's why they're the best defensive team in the league.
Steve, Kyrie obviously is who he is, but just throughout the course of the game, what were some of the approaches you guys were trying to take to just minimize whatever damage he provides?
I'm not going to tell you that. Whatever they were, they didn't work very well. I'll tell you that.
You called time out there about 7.5 left in the fourth. I don't know if you were going to put Steph in, but he's standing there 5 feet away from you during the timeout. Do you see that? And was there a question in your mind that you were going to put him back in there?
We usually give him another minute at that point, but in a game like this, you got to go to him. First of all, he's perfectly capable of playing whatever it was, 37 minutes. It's not something we want to do every night, but certain games we'll play him bigger minutes. But more importantly, it was time. It was time to get him back in, and we were struggling to score. We actually had some good looks there. I thought early in the fourth, we had a stretch there where we had maybe an 8-9 point lead and had several decent looks, and we just couldn't get anything to go, and that's when they got back in the game. So that's when we decided to go back to Steph.
Steve, we all get into watching the new pieces that the Warriors add each year and kind of getting into the minutia of the team. Do you think maybe we take Steph for granted a little bit because he's been good for so long?
Like you guys or me? Me?
Not you.
No.
The world.
The world. I don't know. I think when a guy's been MVP twice, you just sort of accept the fact that he's one of the best players in the world. So when he was on the rise and the MVPs happened, it was maybe a bigger story. But maybe that's the best sign of true greatness, is when people just expect it every night. And I know that we expect it every night because it happens almost every night. And so he's just a special player.
Steve, what did you think of the first quarter, and what did your second unit give you to open the second?
Well, we got a 10-0 run right away with the second unit. Our defense picked up. They were hitting everything to start the game. Boston was amazing. A couple of defensive breakdowns, but also some difficult shots, and they just came out firing. So second unit, as happens frequently, just got us back into the game, settled us down, executed, defended. It's a very defensive-minded unit, and we got some stops and got back in the game.
You mentioned the assist number tonight. You only scored 88 on them in Boston. Is this the best defense that you guys have faced all year, most disciplined?
Yeah, it's the best. I mean, the numbers prove it. They're number one in the league in defensive efficiency. They've got a lot of guys who get after you, and they stay connected, and they stay tough, and they don't give in.